The bedroom air hung thick with the scent of lavender candles, their flickering light casting jagged shadows across the walls. My husband, David, stood by the window, his silhouette rigid, staring into the rain-slicked street below. His silence was a blade, sharp and cold, slicing through the fragile thread of our evening. "You're late again," he said, voice low, not turning. My heart stuttered. His tone wasn't anger, but something heavier, like grief laced with accusation. I set my purse on the dresser, the leather damp from the storm, and forced a smile. Work ran over. You know how it is. But my words fell hollow, echoing in the space where trust used to live. I'd been reckless. One night, 3 weeks ago, after too many glasses of wine at a conference, I'd let myself fall into someone else's arms. A stranger, a fleeting escape from the monotony of our life. I told myself it was nothing, a mistake, a blip, but guilt clung to me like damp clothes, and David's eyes, once warm, now studied me like a puzzle he couldn't solve. He hadn't kissed me since that night. Not once. When he touched me, it was mechanical, a transaction devoid of intimacy, leaving me hollowed out and aching. Tonight, the kitchen clock ticked too loudly as we ate in near silence. The clink of forks against plates was deafening. "You're different," he said suddenly, his gaze piercing. My throat tightened. "What do you mean?" I asked, stirring my soup, the steam curling like a ghost between us. He leaned forward, elbows on the table, his fingers steepled. "You check your phone too much. You flinch when I walk behind you." His words were soft, deliberate, each one a stone dropped into still water, rippling with suspicion. I laughed too shrill and said, "You're imagining things." But my palms were slick, and the lie tasted bitter. Later, in bed, he turned away, his back a wall of unspoken questions. I lay awake, replaying that night. The stranger's cologne, the thrill of being wanted, the sickening regret that followed. I'd rationalized it. David's late nights at the office, his distracted glances, our fading spark. But now, every cold glance from him felt like punishment. Was he pulling away because he knew? Or was I projecting my guilt, seeing accusations where there were none? The next morning, I found his phone unlocked on the counter. A text glowed on the screen. I saw her with him. I can't unsee it. My blood turned to ice. The sender was his sister, but the message was about me. He knew. My knees buckled, and I gripped the counter, the granite cold under my fingers. The room spun, the hum of the fridge roaring in my ears. Then I heard his car pull into the driveway. The front door creaked open, and his footsteps grew louder, each one a countdown to truth I could no longer deny. But when he stepped into the kitchen, his face wasn't rage or betrayal. It was devastation, raw and unguarded. "Why?" he whispered, his voice breaking. My mouth opened, but no words came. Then, in a gut punch I hadn't seen coming, he added, "I've been trying to forgive you because I did it too." The world tilted. My betrayal had shattered us, but his confession broke what was left. We stood there, two strangers bound by lies, the rain outside drowning out the wreckage of our love.